Hello and Assalamualaikum to everyone. Okay, now we will be discussing a question from group assignment, which is question 1. So, the question 1 is that the marks for 26 matriculation students in a mathematics test are as follows, and they gave a random number. Okay, and I will be discussing question 1A. So, for question 1A, it asks that we must represent the above data using a stem and a glyph diagram. So, the first step is that we will write the data in order from least to the greatest. So we will write the data from the least, which is 11, until to the greatest, which is 90, and it will be formed in ascending order form. And the next step is that we will find the greatest and the least values. For this data, the least values is 11 and the greatest values is 90. And the next step, the third step, is that we choose the stems. What is the stems? The stems is, it represents the tens digit values, which is that we will use 9 digit values in tens place as the stems, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And the next step is we write the stems in the vertical list, go from the least to the greatest, and then we draw a vertical line next to it. And then the fifth step is that we show each piece of data by writing its ones digit next to its tens digit. The ones digits are the leaves, which means that leaf is the ones digits that represent the tens digits. For example, I gave it like 11. The tens digits is 1, and then the leaf we got 1 and 3 because 11 and 13. And the next digit, and for the next example, is that we have the tens digit is 22. Is 22, which is the stem is 2, and the leaf is 2, 2. That means that the 2, 2 is the leaf for the two values of the stem. And the next step is we write a key that explains how to read the stems and leaves. For this one, the key is 5 vertical line and 1, which means 51. So if I give an example, which is 6 vertical line and 2, which means it's gonna be 62. And the last thing is that we title our plot, and that's how we solve the question for 1A. Thank you for me.
Alright, for the question 1B, we know the value of n is 26, S13 is 45, and S14 is 51. Firstly, the question asks to find median. We write the formula first, and then we substitute the value of n, S13 and S14. Calculate it, and we will get 48 for the answer for median. Next, we arrange the number and divide it by 3 parts. For the first part is first quartile, which is equal to 34. Second part is second quartile, that 45 plus 40 and 51, and divide by 2 equal to 48. By the way, the value of the second quartile is equal to the value of median. And last part is third quartile, which is equal to 65.
For question 1C, first of all, we have to find the upper fence using the formula upper quartile plus 1.5 in bracket upper quartile minus lower quartile, which equals to 65 plus 1.5 in bracket 65 minus 34. And the final value for upper fence is 111.5. And for the lower fence, we will use the formula lower quartile minus 1.5 in bracket upper quartile minus lower quartile, which equals to 34 minus 1.5 in bracket 65 minus 34. And the final value for lower fence is negative 12.5. Based on the data, the minimum value is 11 and the maximum value is 90. In order to construct a box and whisker, first of all we have to draw a scale, which in this question, for the answer, we will start with the upper fence value, which is negative 12.5, and we continue with the minimum value, that is 11, the lower quartile, that is 34, the median 48, the upper quartile 65, the maximum value is 90, and the upper fence, which is 111.5. we'll start with drawing dotted lines on the upper fence and lower fence, and then draw lines on the mean, lower quartile, median, upper quartile, and maximum value. And after that, we will construct the box based on the lines. For question 1D, in order to determine the skewness of the data, first of all, we have to subtract the value of the median with the value of the lower quartile, which is 48 minus 34, and finally equals to 40. And then we will subtract the value of upper quartile minus the value of median, which equals to 65 minus 48, and finally equals to 70. And then we compare the value based on the calculation, and therefore we found out that the value of mean minus the lower quartile is smaller compared to the value of upper quartile minus the value of mean, which means the data is positively skewed. That's all, and thank you.